Alright guys, February update. You got to deal with the noise from a little heater. So what have we done? The sill is back together and painted. You can see some big washes under there I need to snip off. More just the fact that where it's a hot rod and stuff, things don't quite line up how I'd like them to, but managed to make it work. You have to bend this panel over a little bit. You can see a slight, you might be able to see a slight wobble in it. Maybe not, don't know. You can, somewhere down the middle, about there-ish. A slight little wobble in it. But it is what it is. It looks loads better. Show you from the inside. All painted, looking smart again. So the car's pretty much ready to turn back round. Minus the fact I'm missing a hub at the moment. So I've ordered Ali hubs and they're currently sat at work, ready to be machined on the mill tomorrow. For the, get the PCD in it, get some studs in it, I bought a blank Ford hub for it. The only issue is we discovered today is the actual center of, well, the old hub and this hub and the new hub don't actually align with the alloy wheel. It doesn't butt up to it, which we never noticed on the old hub because the wheel studs weren't that great. They were obviously like homemade, home drilled, and you were sort of lining up on the studs, and obviously then the studs are taking all the weight, not the center. So grabbed a big chunk of Ali off a machine shop that we're friends with at work, and gonna make some like little rings that will take up the room. But otherwise, hopefully this weekend that will be back together with new bearings and everything like that, new studs, new hub. Get the car out, get it turned round. So I put the exhaust back on. I was going to put the wing back on tonight, but decided I'll wait till I've got another person here, just because I don't want to scratch it on the next panel. Just got to try and slide it in between, and I'll either hit the door or I'll hit that wing. So we've got some sand deadening in. I've sand deadened all of the underside of the gearbox tunnel, which makes a nice thud sound now instead of a tinny rattle like most other metal in this car does. Like that. That's what it used to do, that sort of sound. Now it's just like a dull thud. And I finally sealed up the gap where the pipes ran through, which looks quite a bit neater. Gone around trying to just seal up as many gaps as I can. So sealed up nicer around this, around the hole for the steering column, and if you can see down behind the brake pedal there, done that one as well. Got to be careful on the brake pedal because the caliper's off and I don't want to push the pistons out. Got lots of sand deadening under the seat and up behind it. You might not be able to see too well, which obviously was my goal. I want people to be able to see it basically, but I can climb in. I might be able to find it. I haven't got a torch, so just got to deal with it. Yeah, you can see how I've done it. This back panel's been redone, so I've taken it off and riv nutted all the way around it with, I think, yeah, M8, because I was out of M6 riv nuts, and you got to make do with what you got. And I've put some like foam sealer, like double-sided, well, it's not double-sided, single-sided seal tape around it. We use it normally for hydraulic tanks. It's good enough to make a seal for oil on the lids. It'd be good enough to keep some rain out. I was meant to do it around the tunnel too, but there's such a big gap around this side, it was never going to meet. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board a bit with that end, but we'll think of something. But yeah, I want to turn the car around, take a look at the sill on that side and work that out. Oh, there's some of that tape. Take that seat out, do the sand deadening on that side as well. Going to sort out door cards to go back on them on this car as well. I was going to add a bit of sand deadening inside the doors, but I feel like I'm just adding weight at that point. That was amazing. Yeah, since adding the sills back on, the door does not shut so well. That's more due to alignment. It took a little while just to get back to how it was, which wasn't perfect to start with because we've always struggled with scraping up at this top end. I'm not sure if that's due to me rolling the car and adding this big dent to it a good few years ago, or the fact that I'm unable to work out how to properly adjust the hinges. But I mean, we had another go and we still couldn't quite get it. I mean, it didn't used to do it with the old door. The old door used to fit under. Obviously then we changed doors to these doors that aren't rotten out, and it seems to like catching. But oh well, something to do another day. Might just grind through the top of it. Been working on one of the next jobs when the car's turned around, which is getting the front spoiler on. I'm gonna fit these so they're sort of quick release detachable, so I can switch the normal one back on and this one on for a bit of racing, just to try and stop some air getting stuck under the car. My plan is to fit the chrome around it with then like the brace that comes behind it. So in theory, when those two are on, the two bolts that bolt to the car should then be in line in the exact same position as the original one. So when I make my quick release couplings, everything should be in the same position. But who knows with these old cars? We'll find out. Hopefully. Otherwise it'd be really frustrating. But yeah, my plan is just to use some quick release hydraulic fittings, same as you get on like a tractor or lorries, but they're flat face fittings and they are solid. When they're in, they're rock solid. There's no play in them. And I was thinking, put the male ends on the bumpers and the female end under behind the car. Well, when I say under behind the car, I mean sort of just here. Adjust this sort of bracketry so I can like reach down from the top to be able to pull the bit back. It's a bit like an airline fitting if you haven't seen them before. So then I should be able to do it on my own is the main thing. Just pop them off, because obviously once you put that that one on, you can't get up and under it to undo things. You can't, I mean, I guess I don't run inner arches, so I could always squeeze my arm in this side, but then ultimately there's still a tyre there, so yeah, there's not many ways to do this apart from going in from the top. So I have to have a look at that, see what I can work out. But give that a little bit of a clean today and a little look with the chrome bumper I have. So I have a standard bumper, I don't know if it's had a bump or something, but it doesn't line up too nicely with this. But I've been offered a swap for a van one, which is slightly shorter, which should hopefully then fit a bit better. Just need to sort that out, and then probably get some paint on this weekend if the hubs don't arrive for the car, so I can then have something to do this weekend. Otherwise I end up just gardening, and no one likes gardening. Other jobs I've done this month is I've switched the back springs. We've dropped 150 pounds on the spring weights, because the back springs were still just solid at 350 pounds. I've dropped them down to 200 pounds to see if that softens it up a bit, because a lot of the back suspension, like, you're sort of dropping the tyre pressure really, if anything, to get a bit out of it. Otherwise it's just solid, which you can kind of do with these big old bulky tyres, but it's not ideal. It's not what I want, because ultimately for racing I want the back end to squat right down and the front to come up. I've been looking at the front springs and they're definitely too soft still, even though they're 700 pounds. I just think it's because of that angle. They're at such a vertical angle. So once the car comes back on the ground, I'll either borrow my friend's corner weights and reweigh the car to get exact numbers that way, or I'll do the old measure the spring when it's relaxed and then when it's fully compressed. My only worry with doing it fully relaxed or winding off the top a bit to release the preload is I might not be able to get the jack back under to get it back up again, or it will land on the jack, because I've put quite a bit of preload in it. And when I measured it, that's half an inch of preload, which on 700-pound springs, that's what, 450 pounds of pressure that spring's already under. And yeah, it proper collapses that spring right down when the car's on the ground. But I mean, what do you expect when it's carrying that? But yeah, I'm thinking corner weights too. I'm just lazy. And I mean, my garage floor is kind of flat enough, I guess, but it's not the best, and got to faff around because I've got to get a weight, a scale into that end as well, that far corner, which obviously isn't the easiest. I don't know, maybe I'll give it a go. It'd probably be just as easy, really. Can't think what else I've done. So I haven't fired the car up yet, since I parked it up back in October maybe. I did run the water pump the other day for 20 minutes just to get all the fluid circulating. Don't want it sitting stagnant and going funny, which it shouldn't do because it's got coolant in it, but who really knows. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck really until we get that hub back. Hopefully this week. We're definitely going to play with it most of tomorrow. But yeah, we're on a bit of a rush really now because I've got changes coming up in my job situation, so I'm trying to get the car ready because I've got to do a lot more travel soon for most of the week. So I kind of want the car done and pretty much finished by the end of March, so then I'm not just coming home literally to spend a whole weekend on the car and then go, you know, back to work again after. But we've still got quite a bit on the old list to do, so I don't know, we'll see. We will see. Right, bit of a short video really. Take it easy, I guess, and I'll post another video at some point during March, I guess, and maybe the car will be facing a different way, maybe not, maybe I've done nothing, I don't know. Alright, take it easy guys.